It's been a very long time since I made a video like this. Just a card sort and chill. And today, we have a lot of card sorting to do. And a lot of chilling. So, I'm just going to be taking out cards. We're going to sort them. And while I sort them, we're just going to talk about different things. About the Digimon card game and card games. And, all sorts of fun, exciting stuff. Because, oh, there you go. You want a code card? You got it. There you go. Because, yeah, there's lots going on in the Digimon card game. There's been a lot of news, a lot of fun stuff going on here. So, I guess let's just start from, I don't know, one point. Let's start with Miami Fest and Arlington Fest. I think it's Arlington Fest. To be honest, I have no idea because I'm not going to that. But anyway, so these fest events, right? With the mulligan and the side deck and the BT7 meta and how our meta is going to be so different from Japan, and for the record, for the sake of this conversation, I'm not going to bring up the fact that the actual Canada Fest is best of one for some reason. I don't know what made them choose that, but, that's fine. We're just going to move on and pretend it doesn't exist right now because I'm not going to it. And, best of one, maybe it'll stick, maybe it'll be a thing in the future. I have no idea. But regardless, mulligans and side decks, right? So obviously it makes decks that brick a lot, like Jessamon, a lot better. Especially with side decks. Like Jessamon is such a powerful deck. I said it all last format, and I'll say it again for this format. Jessamon's probably the best deck of the format when it doesn't brick. When it bricks, let me tell you, it's definitely not great. It can still take games, no problem. But, it's bad sometimes. But the mulligans, it really helps it, right? Really actually helps it. And, now people about Jessamon, people are Jessamon, what the fuck am I even talking about? People, Jessamon, stuff and things. Jessamon is very cool, right? Very, very, very cool. But people don't want to, fight against Jessamon, and, people think that sideboards will, kill Jessamon. I don't understand really why. So what are you going to say against Jessamons? Atomic Blaster? Or not Atomic Blaster, Rebellionmon? Okay, do Atomic Blaster. I've talked about this a lot before, so I'm going to kind of end it there on the Jessamon talk. But, mulligans and sideboards actually help rogue decks. So it's very, very possible that rogue decks kind of just pop into the meta right now. Because you can mulligan into a better hand, potentially. And because you can freaking play the game because of it. And you can side appropriate threats for tier 1 decks and kind of have a chance. That's kind of like how Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic even, a rogue deck will just top a tournament. People don't really know why. Well, side decks help with that, right? If you side in really powerful cards and droplets, dark rulers, lightning storms, that stuff makes a really big difference. I don't think people Digimon people that didn't play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic don't really realize that. But when you can side whatever you want, that's kind of crazy. 10 cards is a lot of cards to pick in such a small card game. So that definitely creates a dynamic where the rogue decks might actually start doing well if people start holding them. Now, I'm undecided as to whether or not I'm going to be holding, mulligans and side decks in my tournaments. At the end of the day, I'm going to leave it up to the community. But it is super interesting. Oh, that's really cool. It's like a blue deck. Like a blue deck. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Anyway, so mulligans and sideboards. What do you guys think about them? Because I think mulligans are okay. I think mulligans in a game like this are actually really freaking cool. But sideboards, I don't know. I'm of the opinion that the game isn't crazy enough to warrant a side deck. Kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh's a little bit different. The game is crazy enough to kind of, you'd expect it. But Digimon, I don't know. It just feels extra. Like those Davises. That's extra. You know what I mean? I'm not a fan of it personally. It really, really kind of it lets you get a pass for deck building. Oh, it's just EX only. Okay. Yeah, you don't have to main deck and understand your matchups, but on the opposite token, it will help certain decks. So I'm kind of hit or miss. So what do you guys think about that? You let me know. Holy promos. Probably just get these together. Alrighty. Next topic on people's minds here. The freaking Digimon client, you know, the one that was revealed, the one that they're gonna use for Worlds or whatever, looks kind of clean. Only like a little bit buggy, but I think like they did a really good job at kind of making it clean and stuff. Hopefully they implement that for a lot of stuff. I don't know if they will or not, but that would be really cool, right? They're actually doing this really early on in the card game. I guess it really couldn't kind of exist back in the day because Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, and Magic are such old games. But I think it's a really strong start if they could just implement it. The reason I say that is because, you know, maybe not everybody wants to go play tournaments. You know, people are kind of turned off by webcams. People just want to sit behind their computer, but like not use webcam. You know what I mean? Because of all the cheating and stuff, and you can't cheat the online platform, which is really, really important. Definitely a big plus. You know, something we're not used to seeing. You know, you can't just stick a transcendent sword into your security on an online platform like that. You know what I mean? Ultimately, very healthy, very nice. I have no real complaints about it. I just want to see them implemented for a lot more tournaments, a lot more formats. You know, Master Duel has taken off. And there's no reason why this can't take off as well for Digimon. So, you know, only time will tell what Bandai actually wants to do with it, but, you know, I think it's very optimistic. Definitely a good quality of life choice, if nothing else. So many cards to sort, oh my goodness, here. There. Look at all these cards. Craziness. It's craziness. There's only one more topic I really want to talk about in today's video specifically here. Let's have that line around. Only one more topic I want to talk about in today's video here. You know, different formats, right? You know, best of ones, that's kind of like a spin-off, but that's Japan format. And not talking about mulligans or side decks, but like different formats. Like, I believe I'm uploading this video on Wednesday morning, I believe. And if I am, like, take the Digi Academy. Who's hosting their Chosen Ones tournament today? You know, are we at a point where alternate formats are kind of, like, going to be the wave? Will they take off? Is that a thing that we can reasonably expect? I don't know. The game was really young. Like, if you think about it, think about Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day, right? Back in the day, it's banned now. That's funny. Back in the day, so when the game came out, obviously, people were playing by their... If they were little kids, they'd play in the recess in the schoolyard and play whatever fucking rules they wanted because, you know, they watched the show and they just thought it made sense and stuff like that. And that's all cool. That's all fine. But, like, you know, there wasn't an alternate format for tournaments, right? Not really. Yeah, I suppose draft kind of happened early on, but it was always unofficial, right? And now that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is here, like 20 plus years later, you know, we have, you know, GOAT format, and we have pre-release format, and all these different formats. Magic, as you know, is notorious for having multiple formats. Yeah, maybe notorious is the wrong word. They're popular. It's what they're known for. And it is kind of cool. They have all these different formats. Pokemon technically has multiple formats as well. Now, Digimon is a really, really new card game. Like 2 years plus now, and you know people already entertaining alternate formats. Now, is that a sign of game health, or is that a sign that people are getting bored? An example of that, you know, remember BT5? What felt like the format that lasted forever here, BT5 format, because of all the delays and stuff. Well, that's when a lot of like ideas happened, right? You know, in BT5, I'm pretty sure I was doing the Digimon Content Creator Championship thing, and we implemented different formats, and that was to kind of keep things spicy, you know, keep things alive, and just give people something to think about. But now we have Chosen Ones, and then there's pre-release format, there's draft format, and all that different stuff, right? Maybe it's, in some cases, it kind of grew because people were getting bored, and they want to try something different, maybe they hate standard, but, you know, at the end of the day, I think it's honestly fine. Well, there's Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards in here. Yo, and there's magic cards. Wow, holy moly. This is super disorganized, eh? Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about all these alternate formats that people are wanting to try out? Because I think it's fine. I think it's okay. Like, it's good to have alternate formats. It's good to have people, like, you know, think outside the box. Because having alternate formats does help. Like, drafting helps you with deck building skills. Like, on-the-fly deck building skills. You gotta build a good deck, or otherwise, you know, it's not gonna go well. And maybe Digimon is a little more forgiving with that because of, you know, the color requirements, if you know what I mean, how everything can be multicolored. Kind of weird. I think it's fine, but not really. Like, I'm not super big on the alternate formats, but I understand why they exist, and I'm all for supporting them too, because I want to see this community actually do well. If people really like the alternate formats, then why not, you know, do what people want to do, right? Not everything has to be standard if it doesn't need to be. That's just a thought there. But that's what I want to talk about on today's little card sort video. Just bring up a few topics, get people's brains going. You know, Fest is soon upon us. It seems like we have a break from regionals for a little bit. Bandai is trying to do IRL, which is really good. I think that's a positive sign in itself of things to come. That they're willing to, you know, they haven't canceled it yet, any of the fests, and that they're willing to just, you know, do cool things and cool stuff, buying in-person events. And if they're successful, if they take off, well, as COVID restrictions kind of start to dwindle off a little bit, maybe this is a sign of things to come. Maybe this will be the norm. Maybe these tournaments will just happen a lot more in person, which is what I'm really rooting for, because I just want to take my camera, right? And I want to just make nice vloggy video content again. That's what I built my YouTube channel on back in the day, and it was really cool. But we can't do that right now because of COVID. The fests are going to give us the chance to do that again, and I'm really, really excited about it. Not to mention that you've met so many people through these online forums, right? Maybe some people are just players and they don't really care, you know, whatever. But, you know, some people are actually building friendships. Teams are being formed. Lots of stuff is happening. Yeah, you love to see it. It's kind of like a funny statement. You love to see it, you hate to see it, but you love to see it. You know, the fact that things took off the way they did is just really, really good. Is this like Lilith? What is this? Oh, it's like Lilith or something. But anyway, enough said on that. I think that the Digimon card game is headed in a healthy direction. I think that things are only going to get better. And I kind of want to know what you guys think about in the comment section below. Do you think the card game is growing? Do you think the card game is going to continue to grow? Do you think Bandai is making right choices? Do you think Bandai is doing anything different? Should they do anything different? You know, I want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm really, really, really looking to, like, interact with the community on this one. So let me know what you guys think. Also, let me know if you like this forum. Do you like just watching me sort cards and talk to the camera? Because I've lots of things I could talk about in this kind of forum. And between my personal collection and the store collection, let me tell you, there's a lot of freaking cards to sort. I could do this for a while. So, I don't know, guys. You let me know what you think. You let me know what you want. Quick reminder here that we are doing the 24-hour stream Saturday. I probably should have done this at the beginning of the video, but I didn't want to feel like an advertisement or whatever. But yeah, we are doing the 24-hour stream for BT7 release. Lots of fun stuff, tournaments, playtesting, deck building, case breaks, content creator collabs. It's going to be the stuff of legends, I think. And that's this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Saturday the 5th, we'll go 24 hours, maybe a little bit more. We'll see. We'll see, eh? So hopefully I see you guys there. But yeah, I think that'll do it for the video. This is definitely a Tidal Lilith loop deck. Really cool. Yeah, I think we're out of here, guys. You have a wonderful day. See ya.